This is Jackie, and I'm here with William Control. We're here at the New Jersey stop of Vans Warped Tour. Plugging along, we're about halfway through now, about?
Yep.
Nice. How were you able to take your sort of William Control side project and extend that into your full-time project now?
I mean, it was a gradual change. You know, I did the first 2 records in between Aiden cycles, and I took it full time because Aiden went on hiatus in 2011, and so I did an EP and a record in the same year, and just started focusing on William Control.
And speaking of EPs, you just released the Red EP about just very, very, very recently.
24 hours ago.
24 hours ago. I was like, I was checking it out yesterday. It's already number 4 on the dance charts. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's awesome.
nice, good progress right away. How are you able to sort of integrate your love of music with your passions for other projects, visual arts as well?
Well, what do you mean?
So working on novels, working on screen printing.
I guess that's probably the greatest thing about leaving a record label and starting my own and doing everything for myself, is that I've been inspired in many ways to do different projects just because I've felt inspiration. Because I wasn't clamped down in the chains of a fucking recording contract that I had to get through, and so I've felt really inspired to write a book, or a 3-part novel, or print my own merch, learn how to do it, write an album because I feel inspired to write an album.
Speaking of inspiration, what are some things that inspired your writing on the Red EP?
Well, I mean, the Red EP is the 3rd EP in a 4-part series. So we recorded the album, which really kind of bookends the story of William Control, this character. And we decided last year we were going to release it in 4 parts rather than just releasing an album all at the same time. Because we live in this technological age where information is shooting at us so quickly, and we're reading tweets and Facebook posts and Instagram, and you put out an album, and in a few minutes it's disappeared in people's feeds, under 1,000 other pictures. So we wanted to split everything up and be able to drop things more frequently rather than, okay, here's our album, here's the video. Okay, see you in a couple years. It's a different world now. And artists have to be conscious and creative about how they, A, make a living, and B, put out their music and their art and get it heard,
I think splitting it up definitely makes sense. What role, and you spoke about technology as well as the music scene now, what are your thoughts on the role of Spotify in a music career now in 2017?
I mean, what are my thoughts on Spotify? Music is an art form that's been free forever. We were writing symphonies for Roman emperors. Mozart was playing for princes with this little piano. We were banging on caves and making sounds with our voices, long before we were evolved into the modern Homo sapiens we are now. We've been making music forever, and since forever, it's been free. And we only started capitalizing on it, in the 20th century. And it's really only been, 70, 80 years we've been able to make money off it. So I think that Spotify is fantastic. People could go there, they could listen to whatever they want. The thing that I don't like about it is that you have to pay for a subscription, and where's that money going? To Spotify. And Spotify is paying these gigantic record labels that own all the music, because artists don't own their own music. So I think I think that we're still at a time where the record industry is still scrambling to figure out how to make money, and someone's going to come up with Spotify that's completely free someday, soon.
I hope at least until then that there is a way that it still benefits the artists on the back end, where it's merch sales or concert tickets, and there's got to be a way around it some way.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to want to enjoy music forever. People love music. They love going to see music. They love supporting the artists they love. They love wearing, Taylor Swift shirt, or you know what I mean? Like, people love to support the arts. It's just capitalizing off music is done. And the record labels and places like Spotify and Apple Music, they're still trying to figure out how to do it. And they're still doing a great job. They're still making fuckload of money.
For now.
Yeah, for now. But they're not paying me what it's worth. So fuck Spotify. But also go Spotify.
It's a double-edged sword.
I know, man. And the reality is that artists really just have to be conscientious about the fact that they're never going to make money off music. So music has to be the engine that drives their vehicle, and the merch and the experiences and the VIP stuff and the shows and all that stuff. That's how artists are going to make a living, and as soon as we could get that into our heads and accept that reality, then we're going to be a lot happier.
I think it makes sense to diversify as much as you possibly can right now. So you're here at Warped Tour. What's up next after this show?
We're going to finish Warped Tour, hopefully, without being killed by the sun. And then we're going to go on another tour this fall in October.
Well, stay tuned for much more from William Control. This is Jackie. Thanks to Chorus FM and One Avenue.